Welcome back. We are playing Victoria 3 as Turkey. This will probably be our last episode of this run, as we are getting very, very close to the end date of the game, and once we hit the end date, we will get the achievement for Tycoon, hopefully, if it's not bugged. Germany is having problems, and we are currently starting up a war, it looks like, with Sokoto. I think it's to open their market. Yeah, we're just opening everyone's market. We're opening them up so we can drink their milkshake. Things are not going necessarily the best right now. I think we're, just building... We're building a lot of stuff, but, man, we have a lot of construction, so we can't even fill out our queue very easily. The big reason behind why we can't fill out our queue very easily is, of course, just having difficulties in a general sense, building... So, as you get to super late game, what ends up happening is that everything that's expensive is an input good, basically, and you completely build out all the inputs possible on the map, except for the very recently acquired North Serbia, and it's a hard time. And if you take a look, the AI does not do a very good job of building. Almost the entire globe is in our market, but they do not build up as much as they should, and so we do have this big GigaChad market, but I'm afraid they can't supply, because if we take a look at, just clicking on a random state, we're going to go look at the buildings. Look, these logging camps, they could be building stuff. No oil is being built, although credit where credit's due, that's a quarter of the iron, so, yeah. There's that. Do we have all... Yeah, we have everything mobilized, but we don't have anything set to fronts. What front? Is Great Britain joined? That seems like not the smartest thing for you to do. It's a little bit of an annoying thing to do, because they are in our market, and they are one of the ones that's really contributing to our market looking nice and big. Okay, well, what can we do here? I guess let's assign guys to fronts. We were just expecting them to back down, but I don't think they backed down with the British helping them. It's a bit of an unfortunate situation. We were hoping to make the market look even bigger, but I don't think that's going to happen this run. Big sad. But maybe they backed down. Are we enacting any laws? Probably not. Probably not for just the last 3 years. I should just keep this queue going. Oh, I have a bunch of tiny fronts over here with Great Britain. I always forget about these. Oh, someone backed down. Or why did they get deassigned from the fronts? Sokoto backs down, so they open their market. Perfect. So now we are going to try and get them into our market. So, what do you have cheaply here? Porcelain's cheap. Luxury furniture's cheap. Okay. We're going to import that stuff. Porcelain and luxury furniture. And the reason we want to trade a lot with this guy is because... What? We opened your market, bro. Probably just needs to wait a second. Okay, well, who else can we start a war with? That's kind of how we're rolling. We are very reputable. Reputable face-on. That is already building there. Renee, liberal revolt. We could just look to vassalize these guys. We're never going to be able to integrate, like, new vassals. Who are we making relations poor with? I guess we could stop doing that. And we can start bankrolling them. And who else? Free States of America? Ah, yes, because we can't pull them into our market because they are revolutionary. Unfortunately. But the Afro-American uprising was not. Go figure. Are running this. We can increase taxes. I think what we had done is we instituted, graduated taxation with the hopes that this would increase consumption overall. And the consumption would help stimulate the economy, but, actually, we're okay. We're okay running this deficit for a little while longer. We will just, cope. The beast has become something, something huge. And we can, are building railways everywhere. Jeez. I wish there was an auto-expand feature for this. We will take a look at the one last place that can build stuff. And I guess we'll just build it. And add a railway. We are experiencing some lag. We cannot... we would want to delete some barracks in a couple of places, but we can't because we have a revolution brewing. Because people want to enact agrarianism. I suppose we could pay the military more to make them not mad at us, but why? They're insurrectionary while being neutral. Which is a little bit rough. The trade unions are not bugged anymore. I think they were bugged previously. I think that, we were going to enact women's suffrage, but then we realized we had too much labor as it was. And we were having trouble making buildings profitable. We do want to have a... Okay. How can we have the biggest Chad market possible? We gotta get these guys out of the Italian market, so we can start a war there, and we gotta get these guys into our market, but I think they were not... Yeah, the cursed French colors, because they're the same color as Great Britain, like uber cursed. I don't think... yeah. And I don't think we want to, start a war with them, because this will boot all these guys out of our market who are currently in our market. So I don't think we want to do that with Great Qing. I think we want to take the fact that Burma's also bugged. They're our subject. We could annex them. We'll only get 5 infantry. That'll actually give us a lot of stuff we can build, too. Because we will have all this wood, iron, even, yeah, maybe just, mostly just wood and rubber. And some lead too. Lead's real expensive. We have a global wood shortage, I think, still. Yikes. So getting wood is pretty good. They, I think, might be our only subject we can... Oh, we might be able to annex them too. Nope. I'm trying to remember. We have some subjects over here, but don't think they're annexable. We could get Venezuela and stuff into our... they're too much. They're too extra. We won't have a land border with them, so we'll have a hard time puppeting them. It is one of the uglier things. The problem is, if we go over 25 infamy, which we would if we puppeted Venezuela, that would cause some problems in that people would be inclined to leave our market. So let's just chill and make tools, I guess. Because that is the like one thing that just like seems to be always profitable. If a place has over 50k or near 50k unemployed, we're gonna make some tools. And this is the heuristic. We're using unemployment. It's like the buildings will be slightly profitable. I don't know why people are migrating. There's no more jobs. The jobs are all gone. See, all these will just all lose money. Somehow furniture all makes money, even though there's a shortage of hardwood, so that's like a thing, I guess. Go figure. These are slightly profitable. Just expand those, I guess. Not much to do. The ones of these that are unprofitable are the ones that are also making silk, I think. Which we're okay with, them being unprofitable. Wow, the shipyards are profitable. Wild. And so we'll expand this a little bit here. Set it to auto-expand. Of course, make some more railways. I don't think there's anywhere near the population to do all that, but, you know, it is what it is. People, if you build it, they will come. Right? So I'm not annexing Burma because in terms of just getting the biggest looking market possible, it's not useful, although it would be useful. If the game were going to go longer, I think it's actually something we would want. Alright, let's see if they're not bugged anymore in Sokoto. We want to pull them into our market. And I think we should be able to trade with them. Let's take a look at making a porcelain route. Oh, they hurt dirt. They don't have porcelain. We need to export porcelain to them. We have no way of reaching that market. Why not? I thought Oyo or Benin was in our market. I guess not. I guess they decided that wasn't a good idea anymore. Don't say. We could stop damaging relations there. And then Oyo and Benin. Very close. Cautious. Benin is... Why are they rebellious? What is our relationship? We have a dominion. Spain has a dominion. Spain's in our market. So we should have market access to Sokoto. So it's just a little buggy. Okay. Well, we'd rather bankroll than improve relations, I think. And they are isolationist and would die, so we will not be getting them into the market. Kabu is big. We'll start bankrolling them. Maybe we can get them in the customs union before the end of the game. France wants to subjugate Bornu. I don't think I'm okay with that. Because, France is probably going to be the only great power, like, that ends outside of our market, although it looks like they're in our market because of, like, colors not that far off. Them and the Italians, and so... to whatever degree... Is Netherlands in our market? I don't think they are. We might be able to get Netherlands and Belgium. I think they hate our guts, though. Yeah. Could puppet them. Oh, that's not even that much. I think Belgium's in our market. Yeah, they are. Radical Germany's not, but that's kind of... that would be a weird one to try and get. Nothing's profitable. That's what hell is. Just pure pain all the time. Only thing profitable is furniture. Italy's fighting Great Britain. This will help stimulate our economy. And France backs down. What's this about? I want to fight Italy. I don't think we're gonna get a chance before the end. Oh, we will get a chance. Okay, okay. Which means we could... Will you change to us before the end of the game? Yeah, you will. So we can get Mexico. I'm not sure we can get Mexico if we fight Italy. They have an alliance with So we will just chill. God, I'm getting jumpy. I want to try and get the last little bits and pieces. If I can. Why does this not pull all of Great Shing's allies in? If we go this way. Huh. I don't think we can fight Great Shing in that way, though. For some reason we can't colonize them here. I don't think we have a truce anymore. Zambi. Oh. Guess we'll do this. And of course they will back down quite quickly, I assume. This land should have been ours a long time ago, because we had it as a war goal on France, but then they rebelled, and when they rebel, it like suddenly drops out as like conquerable territory. It's like insane. And right now I'm currently very okay just paying this extra interest and increasing the interest, because this helps to stimulate the economy. The interest. Because I'm paying it to pops that own these buildings. So, yeah, just all the inputs have become expensive. It's just, nothing can be done. Just finite resources in the world. Of course, it is, there's a revolt within the revolt, so it will actually be an enormous pain to conquer all this. But this will give us a land border, or like a border with Sokoto. Let's take a look at all the people we are bankrolling. Probably don't need to bankroll them anymore. I think we're bankrolling them so that they do better against radical Germany, and that's the only reason. Why can't we invite you to Customs Union? We do not have enough Diplo action, so... I suppose we should end some of these. So we do that. Then we should be able to... Where are we just looking at Corsica? We should be able to pull them into our customs union. And then stop bankrolling them. Saxony, we need to get a hook on. Mexico, we just need to wait a little bit of time. Catalonia will just take it. So, we'll do that. We'll stop bankrolling him. Darfur will not. They will not. No defensive pact for you. Okay. Caucasus is I mean, we will just join to prevent border gore. And we get our Douala just happily, well, not about happily, but they do go down. And so now we can do a bunch of trading with Sokoto. Right? Sokoto is kind of like one of the geographically bigger countries we can still deal with to expand our market. Luxury furniture? Yikes. Our people are obsessed with that, so... paper, clothes, but clothes and furniture we just want to export as much as we can to like kind of everyone. Actually, let's do that. I mean, except for the lag. Especially clothes. Thought we were already exporting. The reason being is that it makes our clothes manufacturers way more profitable. Wow. Holy lag. Okay. And, sorry. It makes our clothing things more profitable, which means we can build more of them, which means we can bring the price of luxury clothes down, because the clothiers make multiple things. They make the luxury furniture and the regular furniture. So if we export all the regular furniture, we can get cheaper luxury furniture in our market, which is mostly what our pups consume, so that's kind of what we want to do. And do you make anything cheaply here, my dog? Oh, fertilizer's kind of expensive? Well, we love exporting fertilizer too. Alright, so what's cheap here? Fruit, sugar, dyes, fabric. Fruit, sugar, dyes, fabric. Dyes, fabric, fruit, sugar. And then coffee, softwood, alcohol. Alcohol's not really that expensive in our market. We're actually exporting it to a ton of, well, kind of a ton of people. And then hardwood is actually something we want, and rubber, rubber is actually, I don't think that expensive, but let's take a look. There's softwood. Oh, we're already importing it. Gotta import hardwood from everyone. We were before, but stuff has changed. I guess I needed to check this more often. The French have dramatically expanded. So we're gonna actually take a look at every basic, God, we've run up like 300 or 400. Even oil's a bit expensive. Yeah, I can't. No one's doing oil. Alright, sulfur. And all these are so profitable because, we are using, like, it's just so expensive for us. Okay. So that means we will need to build government admins. Don't really care where they are at this point. I guess I should put a few here. And then, gonna need some railways. Thought I was gonna need more, but I'm really not building that much. $6 billion size economy. And suddenly things are profitable again. The world is beginning to heal. Well, kind of. Not sure. I think the ones that are not making automobiles are the profitable ones. But we'll take it. We take those. Easy dub. Oh baby, our construction thing is filled. We'll let that auto expand. This is actually wildly profitable. Maybe that's because we're exporting some porcelain. I feel like it might just be because there's more demand because our construction queue is actually filled. We will expand a lot of these as well because we are now importing a lot more hardwood. And these are profitable too. We'll try and get to 51. We will actually just go to 51 here. Probably build another 10. And just try and expand the market. It'd be wild if we could get France in the market. We'll take on Brittany's debt. We don't really mind having more debt. And all of the export roads. Hopefully we'll try and stimulate our economy a little bit. It looks like it was working. Unredacted. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. Book rejected for publication in Orange due to the negative restrictive laws have been accepted by a Turkish publisher. Well, you know, I care more about my people than yours. I think we might increase government wages here. Maybe? Kind of tempted. I think we definitely solved all of our... Oh, this is so nice not having shortages. I mean, it's temporary, but it's nice. It's very nice. Is there even steel in that? I lied. We're building more. Oh, these things going to war. Okay. This will be the fastest little clap war ever. Crush Spanish secession. Catalonians got it. Should have helped Revolutionary Netherlands. I didn't even notice. Damn, bad on us, I guess. That would have been a big pickup if Rev Netherlands would have joined our customs union. Just making sure this isn't a border war situation. Yeah, they're helping. Yikes. Gonna need a lot more of these. Might not even be worth it for -1 infrastructure at this point. But, oh well. Let's take a look out here. Is Borneo's okay? What about Hokkaido? You're okay. You're okay. Kind of waiting for them to implode because they have no market access to the Qing market. Can we get Nepali? Can we get you guys in our market? What's expensive in your market and what's cheap, and then we will try and figure that out. So, furniture's expensive. We can help with that. That's our favorite to help with, or one of them. Okay, ammo, but you're not, it's not a lot. I guess we could send you luxury clothes. I don't even think we could send softwood, but we couldn't have it be profitable at least. Now, what are you making a lot of? Tobacco? Yeah, that's fine. Wacky tobacco. Obviously, these aren't the most profitable routes, but the whole point is not profitability, it's convincing them to join our market. Definitely want their hardwood. Oh, but I can't. There's 10 sell orders, but it's not enough. Okay. Unfortunate. What about you guys? What do you guys look like? Well, sugar is cheap from you guys. Extremely cheap. Tobacco, silk. And dyes, really dyes, coal, softwood, dyes, coal, softwood, dyes, coal, softwood. And what's expensive for you? Booze, we can send you that. What else is expensive for you that you're actually consuming? You're trying to consume chairs, but you can't. Trying to consume clothes, but you can't. And fabric. No fabric either. That's rough. Okay, the Siamese market. Try and get that as well. For the big Chad market for the very end thumbnail or whatever. Send them porcelain. What is it? So we can open up trade with you. That is a worthwhile type of war, but we can't do that war because we currently got to sit a little bit. Just like kind of how we did with Sokoto. Do we have a land border with them? We don't, but they will probably just back down. We'll do with Burma. And so what else? You're in the Qing market, but would you move? Oh, you can't? Because you're a subject, I guess. Going to increase this more. Because it's just, it's from Pops migrating, but, like, we can't stop them from migrating. They're just coming in. Well, we could, actually, if we had, like, an impressive migration law. Maybe that's the thing to do here, but looks like the economy's recovering here because we're paying like a ton in interest and we're like still getting closer and closer. So looks like we're bouncing it back a little bit. Our standard of living's not, but we'll declare neutrality here. And then look to open up Siam. And kind of just check in on guys, I guess. Now, who's big other than Saxony? Württemberg, I guess. We'll bankroll you. Oh, you're already in a customs union with us. I think Baden is as well. Or that's Hesse. Okay. Enact interventionism. I mean, at a certain point, interventionism gets better, right? Or is that... No. Yeah, no, it's not better. Okay. We could switch to command economy if we wanted to tank everything. That'd be fun. Everyone would love that. I definitely overbuilt infrastructure by a huge amount in some places. Buenos Aires. It's not one of them. Oh, okay, they're about to be okay. God, so many people are migrating to us, it just keeps playing the noise. We're even making money now. Do we want to be? We could kick this down, we could also increase government wages. Completely forgot what we were doing. Probably not very important. Can we get... Oh, we were going down the list. Can we get them into our market yet? No. March 30th. We gotta wait till so very soon. Alright, let's open your market. Really love this bugged occupied Burma, forever occupied. I guess we didn't really look at power plants. God, 300k unemployed. I think we realized that, yeah, we did realize something, that it's going to be painful to switch over. It's better to be using, we thought we were being smart with these railways, but we weren't. We should be using steel passenger cars. And privately owned there. Which now will cause a whole bunch of problems. We'll just fix them. I love that we have so much infrastructure that that's barely slowing things down. Well, it's kind of more slowing things down over here. Hoping that kind of starting to lag as I'm trying to do this. But this is... Oh, I gotta wait for it to adjust, for them to employ. It's not gonna be quite as bad. I'm still gonna need to build railways, but not as much. Who joined you? It's not quite enough railroads, but let's sort it out. Was it Great Britain? Why you'd be like this, Great Britain? Try to expand the market, dog. Well, I think we just want to sway people so that we get it back down. Because if it goes to war, it's kind of bad for us. Do we want to go on the... We'll leave that available to us for options. Suppose we do want to put guys on fronts. Just in case it comes to this. Really hoping it doesn't, because that will boot them out of our market. We really like Great Britain being in our market. Oh, but we do not mind fighting them. I think the 10 is from there, so we'll go from there. Oh, they're from the North China HQ. Oh, okay. And I assume that we probably have some guys sitting around. Not a lot, though. Okay. Actually a really important front not to have cave on us. Economy's taken off a little bit. This might be a big war. Really. Yes. Sway anyone big? Nope. I don't want to back down. Or what do they even want? Just 4 reps, okay. We're just gonna further implode China. and hope that we can reintegrate Great Britain. SAOs are obligations, so we should be able to pull them into the market. We can't yet. We can absolve though. To get cordial, just gonna quickly go through these. Like them, we will absolve. To get cordial. I don't think I double checked. Change to our customs union. We can just stop bankrolling you. Close. Come on, you said you would accept. We'll use the obligation then. Calling it in, buddy. And then we can rumble with the Free States after this, and that'll probably be our last war. If this even happens. I'll let you guys make a defensive front. You really want these migration controls. I hear you, though. I am kind of not liking the level of unemployment that's caused by excess available workers and like lower standard of living. That's also the result. But I think all these railways are going to help, actually. I think that's gonna bink a lot of unemployment or get rid of a lot of unemployment and also help in various ways, so. If we could get the US in our market, that'd also be big money. I don't think we can. Ooh. Oh, we'll never be able to get them in time, though. We'll set these guys to advance if they moved all the guys off the front. This war going through will be interesting. It's unfortunate. Say goodbye to the Chad market. As Great Britain leaves our customs union. It's tragic. Oh well. Ooh, that did affect our take in some kind of way. Got an obligation from Dakota. We'll probably just absolve it. Other cordial, so can we pull you in? Close. We'll absolve it. Get him in the next round. Oh, maybe we should have checked. We probably should have checked to see if we could increase trade instead. Oh well. Of course you're profitable. That's probably, yeah, that's fine. Whatever. We'll build into it. Must keep constructing going, but cannot. God, so much unemployment. It's unreal now. 500,000. Gonna have to try and land them in Great Britain pretty... Oh, I guess we should be doing something like useful with our boats. I think he is... yeah, convoy raider. And then we'll land with the other two when the time's right. Oh, the advance into here will be really fast. Sevdek, Korpulu, and who's the other guy? Peter something. So we'll actually try and we'll land with one of those guys. I think we gotta use Hamza Bay then. Yeah, we do. Because they have no market access here, so none of the troops here have guns. So that'll do it. Same here. Want to move this guy to a different front. Whoa, this is a lot of war. I think that's good. Now he's on, there's a split front. Why don't we do this? And this. Something like that. Do get Mexico though, and so a consolation. British market also notably looks like our market visually. If only we could keep construction going though. My kingdom for a construction queue. For 100k or more unemployed, which is a lot of places actually. Yeah, rough. Oh, that's rough. Is this just an employment thing? Are you not employing here? Just kind of ripped the band-aid off, switching the PM everywhere. Probably unnecessary to do. Probably unnecessary to pause at this point for anything. We stop for no man. We don't like the Slovak succession, so we'll just do this. And this is... You can't get a front here in Hesse, but we might be able to spook them. But we don't want to be stuck in their war. So we will not do anything about that. If that landed. I guess we're gonna find out soon enough if that landing works. Right? Yeah, that's what we're gonna find out. I'm gonna move this guy over here to a front with 0. Try to keep an eye out for if I am getting any obligations. Just straight up invite Saxony in. No defensive pact though. Don't know why I can't do... we're gonna stop bankrolling. Galendi or whatever. Cannot be swayed. And we are starting to pull out of this deficit, which we don't necessarily even want. Spectacular, we've established a front here, so I think we're going to move one of these big boys here. Maybe, no, I guess we're not moving anything. We're going to move him over. Sounds like a menace. I think you back down, but I don't wanna see. I want to check for myself. Joining the Hesse's front, at least, is what I'm saying. We're joining that war. Are you feeling pretty good? Sardinia Piedmont. Who I think we made extra big. Yeah, we did. Thought about making them a protectorate. We could if we bankrolled them. Be nice for having a land border with France. But we've been able to successfully land them pretty consistently, so less worried about that now, at this juncture at least. think I have anything to enforce on the UK, actually. Probably didn't need to prioritize landing them. Great Qing is about to become Qing. What? No. I guess we could try and get them the customs union. Import coal from them and hardwood. Kind of engines, not really. Iron can do. And I assume we can export most finished goods. Do what, alcohol, clothes. Oh, we don't want to import, we want to export from them. Furniture, why not? Now that we're at peace with Great Britain, though, we will try and get them back in our market. So start exporting. Coffee. Because their market's all messed up because they used to have, what's ironclads? Telephones. Because they used to be in ours, so. Luxury furniture. Although it hurts to send it out. Nice electricity, pal. We're not exporting hardwood. We can export softwood. Don't hate that. Sugar. We're not going to export oil, but we will plains. They'll come to us for the oil and the sugar, I think. Probably actually everything they have a shortage of. Tea, I guess we will just send their way. Because they have an obsession with it. Alright, what's cheap? Silk. Not really, though. We're just fine not importing that, but we will import iron. Meat. Coal. Fish. I think that'll be good. Alright, so Yunnan, we will start bankrolling. No. Looking for the ones that are not in our customs union. Hui, I think is one of them. Where's the other one? I thought there was one more that we released from them. Alright, and we need my guy. Tools. Oh, you probably export tools to a lot of people. They need to adjust. It's a ton of export routes. Alright. We will put down railways where we need them now. Cranking right along. I'm not sure if the start date is the 1st of the year. We're gonna take a save though. Turkey 1935, because we are almost at the end date. So I want to have a save just in case something weird happens or it's bugged so that we can go back and try and get people, yeah. Alright, now, can we export tools to you? Please, pretty please. We just want to send you tools. So we can send Anhui. Send to the British market too, that's fine with us. And then could probably send clothes to all these people. Yeah, and you know. And engines, if they need them, will be profitable. Okay, I'm just gonna go through the whole thing. Yeah, they don't have demand for that. I'll send it because they might not be using the PM and they might switch to the PM. Kinda don't want to export for no reason. Export to these guys. Basic furniture. Of course it is lagging to hell. Wow. More than happy to export grain. Wow. bunch of my trade routes. I feel like I should have had these trade routes all along. They have an opium obsession, so this will do a lot of volume. And I might be able to import tea from them. I can, probably. And I might be able to import wine from them. No. Silk? No? Wow, surprised I can't import silk. Probably would have been better to import it, yeah, it's because they actually have opium there, whatever. Coal, what about iron? Kind of expecting them to really want to join a customs union. Agreement is a great start. They are a great power again, so we won't be able to get them in. Damn. Well, it is not going to be the chattiest market possible. Great Ching, though. Are you okay, bud? Still can't get them into a customs union, that's so wild. Oh, I guess we should just put people on the fronts. Herb derp. Or let's do naval invaders. These guys are pumped up anyways. I'm like playing to min-max and like the game's about to be over in 6 months. It's kind of just like you can't get out of the habit of it, you know? Alright, that should figure its way out. Alright. Spain versus Revolutionary Spain? That's probably their problem. US is not, a great power anymore, though. Mysore, why can't you change? Because we need just... If we stop bankrolling, we can invite them and use the obligation. Shogunate is close. What if we make a trade agreement? So just do that. And then Sokoto, we make a trade agreement. Did that say they would accept a customs union? Oh, they're close. We could give them a favor, but then they could make us force a defensive pact. I don't know how I feel about that. We released one more miner from China, I guess not. Alright. It's a bummer they got their great power status back. I'm just gonna whatever this. Fill the queue up. Almost there. Home stretch. Achievement time coming up. I'm like worried about how the map looks at the end. I don't even think I'll use it in the thumb. We need twos. Obligation from Sokoto. Oh yeah. Market is huge. Fort Ching market. British market's also like, are you okay? Yeah, we can't get just them into our market. Just gonna get to 51 on here. But those, they will need rails. Weird how like Great Britain became a great power. Oh, they lost it then. Just now it looks like. So we will try and get them in. We can get a trade agreement. Can we owe them an obligation? Yeah, we can. So we will come back in to the fold. Which will give us a nice, big Uber Chad market before the end date. This Siam War is kind of a nothing burger, because I doubt we get them into the market before. We're going to actually take a save right here. We're going to overwrite the Turkey 1935. Let's see who we can get else. We'll stop bankrolling Sokoto because we did get a thing from them. We'll take on Kabu's debt. so we can invite them. Chiang Mai. Why can't we invite you to the customs union? Oh, it's not cordial, so we'll just absolve the obligation. Now we're cordial. Slovak uprising, same reason. So we'll stop bankrolling Great Britain. Actually, bankrolling is not terrible, because then we can get rid of, yeah, we're actually going to bankroll Great Britain. So we can get rid of, the obligation we owe them. And we're going to stay on Yunnan for the same reason. And leave not enough Diplo open for Great Britain to shove us into a defensive pact with them. Or an alliance. I don't care if they put us in a defensive pact. Socialist demagogue. Couldn't get that in the America run. That's fucking cool. It's so beautiful. It's such a big market. And we'll start bankrolling them immediately. It won't matter. We won't be able to get them in our market in time. But we did expand the market slightly because we returned the territory to Dutch East Indies. Now we sit back and enjoy. Oh, why are we making so much money? Disgusting. So I take it the economy rebounded here. That's nice. We're in like a weird, like, free-for-all type thing. Armed forces is overflowed. You'll love to see it. Do they have zero clout? They do have zero clout. Perfect. Where's Tuva at? Oh, this is the other part of Shing that we released. Who's winning this? Communist Tuva, probably. Hopefully someone. Well, he has battalions, so there should be a victor. Germany versus the Hungarian succession. I think I'm okay with the Hungarian uprising. Bankroll, actually. I think we're down with all that. November. Play to the end date. 12:30. Alright, is our market big enough? Are you proud of us, Dad? I guess this is our last chance to get people into our market. Alright. Chad. Full. Giga. It's a shame we couldn't do anything about this. Why can't we put a play on them, though? I don't understand. Oh, it's just bugged, because they're revolutionary. They have a revolutionary tag, so we can't declare on them or put them in a customs union. That's so weird. Whoa, the American markets. What the hell is this? It's all kinds of messed up. There's like no buy or sell orders. I guess we'll export some paper to them. This is so like unnecessary and gratuitous. Like we're a month from the end of the game. We could also come back to this save if we want. Turkey. Happy late Thanksgiving, everyone. Although by the time I upload this, it'll be real late. Yeah, subsidies just went down. Oh, I guess not that much. Or I do think they went down quite a bit. Welfare payments. I just think it must have been before when we made the swap. And we're approaching the 30th. It seems silly to increase the speed now. Always forget that Greece is there. They just blend in. That's how they survive. Achievement? Yeah, tycoon achievement. Oh no, I wanted to get a screen. Shit. I'll get a print screen of this. Well done, you've completed the economic dominance objective. Feel free to continue playing the game or try a different objective. What different objective? So, here we go. Our SOL. We had a brief stint of, what was it we did? We did, like, really high minimum wages, which cranked up the standard of living, but, tanked the GDP and economy because nobody wanted to work anymore. And, yeah. We select a Turkey. We can switch country back to Turkey and take a look at our stuff. Of course, you can no longer get achievements once you earn this post-game thing, but let's just take a look at everything as a sort of wrap-up. We have like 10x the next person's prestige, which is France. France notably got really strong in this game relative to the other ones. Notice Occitania is an offshoot from France, and they're the number 3 person in terms of GDPs, which it just goes to show how big France was. Like, we released Occitania and Brittany, and yet they're still like 2 and 3. So in this patch, which is 1.06, I think, they were quite strong. Standard of living, Liberia. Liberia, notably, why their standard of living so high, if I recall correctly, is they make natural resources that sell for quite a lot. Yeah, so they're just making wood, and it's super profitable, and they pay a lot of wages, and same with all this stuff, which is fine for us. They're in our market. The population, I was really able to get it. Oh, I passed Great Qing, although I don't know that calling that passing Great Qing is maybe not a bit disingenuous, because I just released a whole bunch from Great Qing. And they're still number 2 at that much. Great Qing just starts off in an insane spot in terms of like pops, and like also like if you look at like Jiangxi, arable land is like 1500. It's like what? Because that's unused. Some of it's being used. It's like it's insane, my guy. Anyway, well, that was a fun run. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I'm glad the Tycoon achievement went through, unlike the Hegemon one, which was bugged. Anyways, yeah, have a good one.